Okay, so in this video I want to show you another column. So we go to File, New, Family. I find the right template again, so metric structural column. I delete these elements that I don't need. I set these two reference planes to define origin, and I also delete these two useless parameters. Perfect. Okay, last time we used the extrusion tool, which worked the way that we just draw the sketch in the floor plan or in any plane, and we just extrude it into the 3D. This time I want to show you how to work with sweep. So I'm going to draw little crazy column, but it's just because I want to show how to work with sweeps. First thing we need to do is to set the right work plane, because I want to draw it in the center, so I need to have my work plane to be set to center front back. So before I start, I go to create, set work plane, and right now it's lower reference level, but I want to select center front back. So now this reference plane is active, and I go to front, and now I can draw the sweep line. So I select sweep, I click on sketch, and I want to have column like something like this, so it's a little bit funny. I want to lock these start points to the reference levels, so I lock it using the align tool. So I lock this point, and also I lock this point, and also I want to have this distance to be always equal. So I create a reference dimension here, and I set it to be equal. Perfect. And this distance we can leave to 600, for example. And now I want to create a profile. We can see the location of the profile. It will be like right here. So I need to go back to reference level, and we need to finish the sketch. If we go to 3D, we can see that it's in 3D. But now I need to sketch the sketch. So I go to select profile, click on edit profile, and I go to lower reference level, and this time I want to draw circle column. So I draw something like this. Working with circles, if we want to align it or lock it with some reference planes, we need to check this option, center mark visible, like this. So now I can see the center, and I need to lock it again to the reference planes like this. And also I want to assign the diameter here. So I create a new dimension, this one, and I assign a new parameter, share parameter, because I want to use it in schedules and also in tags. So I select, and this time I select diameter. Perfect, and we can leave it to type. Perfect. And now we finish it and finish it. So now if I go to 3D, I can see that it's pipe like this. So last thing I need to do is to assign a material here, and we can load it into the project. So now we have a column. So if we set it to the right levels like this, also we can change the I need to, it doesn't matter, I will change it a little bit. So now it's in Czech, but you will have it in English. And yeah, and one last thing I want to show you is that we can create cutting geometry. So we have this like solid geometry, but I want to cut something. I can create void forms. In that case, I will use just extrusion because it's the easiest one. So I select extrusion. I draw it here like that, and I go to 3D and I hit finish. I change it to void, and if I want, I can cut this geometry using the void. Also, there is another thing we can do. We can actually set if we can decide if we want to cut it or not. So if we assign parameter here, for example, we create a new parameter called cut, and we set it to instance, and we load it into the project. We can now turn on and turn off the cutting. So if I select the column, I click on cut, and now it's not cutting. So that's all for this video.